Hello and welcome to Herald TV News Bulletin with me, Orina. Murmugaon Port Authority's berth 10 and 11 will be privatized since the port cannot invest much money. With this, big players such as Adani or Jindal are likely to take over the berths. The maximum capacity of the port is 6 million tons, but presently the port can reach a maximum of 3.5 million tons. MPA Deputy Chairman G.P. Rai told media on Friday, the financial condition of the port is not good. We are looking for multi-cargo to be exported from berth number 9, which was handling iron ore cargo.
Murmugaon Port Authority's berth 10 and 11 to be privatized in the near future. Murmugaon Port is presently handling a maximum of 3.5 million tons cargo. The port is looking to make berth 9, which was earlier handling iron ore, a multi-cargo berth. Murmugaon Port Authority Vice Chairman G.P. Rai said the port will implement a Ro-Ro project, river cruise and ropeway project. He also said that many initiatives are being undertaken under the Sagarmala initiative. He also stated that a new fishing jetty of 500 meters will be constructed.
So, there are some rumors that are speculation in the market saying that the berth number 10 and 11 has been given on privatization for...
No, we have to go for privatization because the long run, the port cannot invest much. So, its capacity is, rated capacity is 6 million. So, we reach maximum 3.5 million. So, we are not...
so, berth number 10 and 11 are going to be privatized in the near future?
Near future.
Sir, is financial condition of MPA is good, or what is the position of the financial?
Financial condition is not good because our basic minimum requirement to meet our financial is about 25 million got handled.
But
so
you are getting
25 million handled, there will be some constraints.
So, berth number 9, you are speaking of redevelopment. What is the cargo that you are looking at for that project?
It's mainly for iron ore only. But here given option for the other multi-cargo because iron ores for the last 10 years we are seeing it. There is no guarantee. Sometime will come, sometime will just stop. That's why I give opportunity for it.
Story by Kiran Borkar for Herald TV.
Commercial LPG cylinders have become costlier from April 1st. LPG cylinder prices have been hiked by Rs 250 from April. The price will now stand at Rs 2,250. In the past 2 months, the price of a 19 kg LPG cylinder was hiked by Rs 346 per cylinder. Earlier on March 1st, the rate of 19 kg commercial cylinder was increased by Rs 105. On March 22nd, its price was reduced by Rs 9. Restaurants, eateries, tea stalls and others constitute the largest user segment of the 19 kg cylinder.
From April 1st, commercial LPG cylinder to be priced at Rs 2,250. 19 kg commercial cylinder prices have been hiked by over Rs 250. Restaurants, eateries, tea stalls constitute the largest user segment of commercial cylinder. Inflation burns holes in pockets of common man as commercial cylinder prices have increased to Rs 2,220. Eating out will be costlier as restaurant prices will increase. Fuel hike with gas price hike will further crush the common man.
The Goa Traffic Police have got cracking on road discipline by issuing fines as per the new Motor Vehicle Notification 2019. Traffic police have asked people not to fear but to obey the laws and not to get into unnecessary confrontation with the staff. The basic idea of the hefty fines is to ensure safety on the road. We are only implementing the notification notified by the government. Sometimes even good citizens ignore some aspects and we appeal to all to stay within the law, Police Inspector Dharmesh Angle said.
Traffic police get cracking on new fines. Say not to fear. Traffic police advise not to get into unnecessary confrontation with the staff. The basic idea of the hefty fines is to ensure safety on the roads, says PI Dharmesh Angle.
So ती इलेक्ट्रॉनिक मशीन्स आमचे रातची 12 वरांचेर अपडेट जाल्ली आसा आनी ते अपडेटाचेर हे नवे फायन स्ट्रक्चर ऑलरेडी प्लेस जाल्ले आसा आनी आतां तुमी वचून जर तर कोणाकूय पळयत रस्त्यार द फायन इज गोईंग ऑन एज पर द न्यू फायन स्ट्रक्चर. सो जे पळय आतां नवे फायन स्ट्रक्चर आसा हांव आज डेली पळयतालो हेफ्टी फायन्स म्हणून बरयल्ले आसा. So basic idea behind increase of this fine is the safety on the road. Our concern is basically the safety on the road. आणि पळोवपाक गेलो जाल्यार जेन्ना बसून तूं फायन वाडोवन त्या फायनीचो जेन्ना बसून इफेक्ट जावचो ना तेन्ना बसून ती फायन दिवन फायदो जावचो ना अशें म्हजें पर्सनल मत एज अ ट्राफीक पुलीस ऑफिसर. सो म्हज्या ओपिनियना प्रमाणे जर तर फायन स्ट्रक्चर हाय आसलो जाल्यार तो मनीस कायद्यान रावतलो. दुसरी गोश्ट म्हणल्यार काल हांव बेश्टे रावंडाक म्हज्या पेट्रोलिंग रावंडाक गेल्लो तेन्ना हांवें खूब कडेन PUC कडेन पळयलें की PUC लोक काडपाक गाडयो उबे केल्ल्यो आसा. म्हणजे हाजारांच्या बऱ्यो गाडयो हाय हँड गाडयो PUC तांचो नाशिल्लो. आतां इन फियर ऑफ द न्यू फायन्स दे स्टार्टेड. सो good citizens also sometimes overlook all these things. यांचे पेरिमीटर आसा ते वेवस्थीत आसतले. यू नीड नॉट फियर फॉर दीस न्यू फायन स्ट्रक्चर. आतां नव्या फायन स्ट्रक्चरा प्रमाणे आज अनेका पेपरान बरयला 10,000 रुपया फायन आसतली फॉर not having license. And not having license, you are not supposed to be riding on the road. As simple as that. That man is dangerous on the road. So हो मनीस म्हजो म्हजो कायद्या प्रमाणे ह्या मनशान रस्त्यार येवप न्ही गाडी घेवन. सो द लॉ हॅज टू बी डिटरंट इनफ टू कीप हिम ऑफ द रोड. सो दॅट इज द बेसीक आयडिया बिहायंड दीस फायन स्ट्रक्चर. सो आय अपील टू ऑल द पीपल दॅट प्लीज आमच्या स्टाफा कडेन unnecessary confrontation करनाका. They are only implementing the law. The law structure is in place already. Fines आणि जे पळय sections आसा they are already in place. We are only implementing what has been notified by the government.
Story by Aditya Bidre for Herald TV.
Chief Minister Dr. Pramod Sawant has declared that allocation of portfolios will be done on Monday, April the 4th. He also declared that cabinet expansion will take place on the same day. The Council of Ministers was announced on 28th March in the presence of Prime Minister Narendra Modi at the swearing-in ceremony. 8 ministers were sworn in on that day. They included Viswajit Rane, Movin Gudino, Ravi Naik, Nilesh Cabral, Subhash Shirodkar, Rohan Kaunte, Govind Gaude and Atanasio Monserrat. There are 3 more vacancies in the cabinet as on date.
Allocation of portfolios and Goa cabinet expansion will be done on April 4th. 8 ministers have been appointed so far without portfolios. There are 3 more vacancies in the cabinet as on date.
जातले मरे बेगिनात बेगीन जल्दी मंडे से पहले हो जाएंगे. डरो मत. चलो. न्यू ट्रैफिक रूल सभी स्टेट में इम्प्लीमेंट कर रहे हैं. तो अभी इस स्टेट में हमने तो लेट इम्प्लीमेंट किया है. आज से इम्प्लीमेंटेशन स्टार्ट हुआ है.
सर केंद्र सरकारनं कोविडचे निर्बंध हटवलेत राज्यात सुद्धा.
हो राज्यामध्ये पण रिलॅक्स केले जाणार आहेत. म्हणजे सगळे उद्यापासून.
Some senior citizens were lifted up the stairs to the MAPSA registrar office since the lift to the office is non-functional. A number of senior citizens too were forced to undertake the arduous task of climbing a flight of multiple stairs leading to the 3rd floor. For months now, visitors to the civil registrar cum sub-registrar's office in MAPSA are forced to undergo hardships as the lift is not functional. Since the lift is non-functional, the lift is now cluttered with cobwebs.
Visitors to the civil registrar cum sub-registrar's office, MAPSA, undergo hardships due to non-functioning lift. Many senior citizens are even lifted on wheelchairs. People demand for the lift to be replaced or repaired as soon as possible.
लिफ्ट आहा पूण चलना कितें म्हणपाचें.
सारखे करून घालूंक जाय.
तुका त्रास जाता तशें जायते जाणांक त्रास जाता.
आनी बरोबर तरी नाका न्ही. बरें आसल्यार तुडचुडी वचूंक जाय. काम धंदो सोडून हाडचो हांगा रावचें पडटा. भुरगीं आसात तेजी. I'm having a problem climbing because the floors are very high and climbing becomes a problem for me. I'm a heart patient. Lift is there, but they have shut it down. So because of that, I'm having a problem.
This will be a regular problem for you.
Regular problem.
So what do you think this should be?
We have complained many times. My lawyer also, my son has also told him that if anything happens to my mother, he will hold them responsible.
ना आमकां एक जाणट्यांक स्टेप सोडून येवपाक त्रास जाता मागीर दोपरांचे बी त्रास जाता हे सकयल्यान इतले वयर येवपाक जायना एक लिफ्टीचे कितें तरी हें जावंक जाय इतलें व्हडलें ऑफीस जाण कितले हांगा हें आसा
लिफ्ट ना हांगा
लिफ्ट आसा पण ती वर्क ना वर्किंग कंडिशनान ना
कितें डिपेंड रिपेर करून तुमची कितें मागणी कितें मागणी कितें तुमची
मागणी म्हणजे ती सारकी जावंक जाय कितली जायना एक कितलीशीच जाणटी दिसा येता वता हांगा थोड्यांक त्रास आसता जम्याचो त्रास आसता कितें आसता त्रास जाता लिफ्टीचे सोडून जावंक जाय
Prakash Kadekar for Herald TV.
Murmu said Tue villagers are living without water for the last 1 month. They threatened to take out a vessel morcha if the department fails to come up with a permanent solution. Tue villagers gathered to raise their voice against the scarcity of water that they are facing for the past several months. They said that scarcity of water becomes a major issue during the summer. They also informed that they get water on alternate days but in insufficient quantities.
Taps have been running dry for months in Murumuse Tue village. Locals have alleged to hold vessel mocha if water department fails to come up with a permanent solution. They said the scarcity of water becomes a major issue during the summer.
झाले आता 14 दिवस झाले तो पंप बिघडला आणि मी 14 दिवस फॉलोअप करता तो पंप सारखं दुरुस्ती करा म्हणून पण त्याचे अजून काहीच त्याचे ह्यांना
जी इन्स्पेक्शन करता बीन आहे कितें सांगला येवन
केलं सुद्धा त्यांच्याने
इन्स्पेक्शन केलं
केलं येऊन सुद्धा केलं
फॉलोअप काय ना
फॉलोअप म्हणजे एक गोष्टी दोन दिवस मोर्चा येलो 2 दिवस उद्या घेता 2 पहिले बरे उद्या घेता परत त्याचे प्रोविजन काहीतरी ते बाबा पंप बिघडटा जाल्यार त्या पंपाचेर काहीतरी नवीन दुसरो स्पेअर हाडून दवरपाक जावं किंवा त्या गोष्टीचेर खंय तरी बाबा कित्याक पंप वयता हेचेर खंय तरी लक्ष दवरूंक जाय न्हू हे कोणचे ते वरिष्ठ ते अधिकारी आहात त्यांच्यानीच खंय तरी तेचेर लक्ष दवरूंक जाय आणि बरं तांकां तेंची सोयी ग्रामस्थांचे टँकरद्वारे करतले तर ते खंय तरी अडचणी येतात आणि अशें हें करून प्रत्येक घरान आतां जर बघूंक वयशें जाल्यार तांकां पाणी ना पिवपाक सरकारा कडेन आमी वेळोवेळी तेंचे कडेन आमी मागणी करतो लेखी दिल्लेले आसत किंवा अन्य काही गोष्टी जितले हेका जाय न्हू तितके आमी तेंचे कडेन प्रस्ताव मांडलेले आसत किंवा दिल्ले आसात आणि पाण्याची समस्या तर ह्या मुरमुसे तुये वॉर्ड नंबर 2 खूप समस्या कारण हयसर वीर ना आणि चान्सेस कमी बरं पाण्याक आणखी काहीतरी सोर्स खंयसून हे करता तरी ना आणि जर आयज अशें जर गोष्टी घडोंक लागले न्हू जाल्यार येणारो काळ आमकां खूब हानिकारक आसा
घरगुती उदक खंय तरी इंडस्ट्रीक वयता अशें दिसता तुमकां
ना ते गोष्टी इंडस्ट्रीचे किंवा सगळ्याकच व्यवहार धंद्यांक करू ते असतात तेंचे पण खंय तरी प्रोविजन हे आसा न्हू त्या गोष्टींचेर खंय तरी भर दिवंक जाय न्हू सरकारान खंय तरी किंवा त्या डिपार्टमेंटान
कितले दीस उदक येना तुमकां
आतां 3
मार्चापर्यंत सबंद मार्चान अशें जाता संपूर्ण मार्चान एक दीस येता दुसरे दीस येयनात ना
पयरे दिवप चालूच आसा आमकां कंटिन्यू पयरे केलेत पयऱ्यांनी दितात न्हू पण तो मिनिमम पिरियड त्या टायमार ते तितके दिवंक जाय न्हू एक 3 तास तर 3 तास कंटिन्यू येयल्यार कोणाचो प्रॉब्लेम नासता पण तो 3 तास पावण तास आमकां उदक येता
जी कडेन तुमी कॉन्टॅक्ट केलो
हेचेर म्हाजे कडेन लेखी मी तांकां पर डे तेंचे कडेन मेसेजी सुद्दां आसत
कितें फीडबॅक सांगलो तुमकां जे
ना करुया म्हण सांगता
फक्त आश्वासना दिता तुमी
आश्वासना आणखी
टँकराचो प्रोविजन केला कितें तेंच्यांनी तुमकां
टँकर धाडटा म्हण सांगतात पण ते तशें जायना टँकर खंय तरी आयज म्हाका आतां टँकर धाडला पण तो खंय चलता किंवा कितके घरांक पाणी आणू तेच कारण फूल सबंद आसात न्हू वॉर्ड सबंद संपूर्ण उदकाशिवाय आसा
घरांक वापरपाचो टँकराचें उदक सेपरेट धाडटा पिवपाचें सेपरेट अशें कितें सांगलें
ना अशें कांय ना एकच कॉमन टँकर
कितल्या घरांनी उदक येना तें
आतां जो 90 घरांक सुमार
टोटल 90 घरांक उदक येना
मार्च महिन्यापासून आमकां उदक कमी आहा आमी कितले फावटी आमी प्रायवेट टँकर हाडले हांकां कंप्लेंट केली जाल्यार कांय लक्ष दिनात ना ते आणि कितें ही आमची भांडी आमकां पाणी येयना ते ही भांडी दिसतली तुमकां म्हणजे कळटलें आमकां पाणी येयना ते आणि वयर जावन आमी कंप्लेंट केली कोण दखल घेयना काय ना
नवीन आमदाराकडे बी सांगल्यात.
अजून कॉन्टॅक्ट करा.
अजून कॉन्टॅक्ट करून
स्टुडंट गेली 20 वर्सां आमी हांगसर काडटात. सामके पाण्यासाठी तळतळाट भोगतात. सगळे सांगले, ह्या पंचांक सांगले, आमदारांक सांगले, मंत्र्यांक सांगले. आमचो पार्सेकार सर येयलो. पार्सेकारान सांगले येदी मोठी लायन घालती म्हणून सांगले आमकां. घातली पण त्या लायनीन पाणीच ना जाल्यार लायन घालून कितें फायदो आहा. हे खरें आहा तेणी आपले प्रयत्न केल्ले. पण आमी तांकां सांगले की कितें हांगा मोठी लायन घालून कांयच फायदो ना. मोठ्या लायनीन मोठा पाणी जाय. पांयक पाणी आसा, चांदेलाक पाणी आसा सकल, आनी एक हें आहा हांगा एक टाकी आसा, ते टाकयेक पाणी आहा. आनी सदांच सांगतात काय आमकां आमच्या नळा ताका पावना. टाकयेक म्हणटा रातचे सोडटा, दिसाचे सोडटा, केन्नाय सोडटा. लोक सकाळचे थोडे वयता कामाक, पाणी येयलें तांकां कांयच ना, फूस पाणी येता. तर दुसरी हांगा एक टँक आसा, त्या टँकाचें पाणी चडया म्हटल्यारय आयकना. अशें करून आमकां अशें सामकें हे करतात, त्रास करतात. आतां 8 दीस जाले तुमी आमच्या घरा कडेन यात. म्हाजी 8,000ची टँक आसा, तितून जर एक थेंब पाणी आसा जाल्यार तुमकां आतां आयकता. आत्ताची गजाल.
मे म्हयनो लागीं पावलेलो आसा, गरमेचे दीस वाडलेले आसा. जर तुमकां अशेंच आतां उदक येयना जाल्यार फुडलें तुमचें पाऊल कितें आसतलें?
सोडचो पडटलो जाल्यार खंयच्या वतान दुसऱ्या बिराडे वचून रावचें पडटलें. नाल्यार पर्याय आहा. डेली आमकां टँकरान हाडून पुरवत ना. हांवें टँकर हाडला 8 दिसां पयलीं, तो सगळो सोंपलो. कारण 8 दिसां पयलीं 8,000 पाणी हाडलें जाल्यार 8 दिसांत ते सोंपले. कित्याक सोंपले?
8 दिसांत जर काय प्रगती जावंक ना जाल्यार आमी मोर्चा काडटली सगळीं.
Ashmita Polji for Herald TV.
The situation is under control. All offline classes and events have been cancelled after 24 students from Sankwal-based BITS Pilani campus have tested COVID positive. Health authorities, Taluka administration have issued directions to carry out RT-PCR tests for all who have come in contact with the affected persons.
All offline classes are cancelled. Students are kept in isolation after 24 tests COVID positive at BITS Pilani campus. Health authorities, Taluka administration have issued direction to carry out RT-PCR testing for all those who have come in contact with the affected persons. Affected persons are isolated in their individual hostel room. Out of about 2,800 students who reported back to campus so far, only 9 are single vaccinated, rest are fully vaccinated.
Actually, I saw news is based on the order that has been issued by the Deputy Collector to us. But before that order was issued, our campus response team had already decided based on the numbers that we had yesterday, 24. And after that 24 positive cases, 8 more samples have been sent for testing. So reports are awaited of those 8. So we had already decided to continue our classes online, which were in offline mode, and cancel all the events and gatherings which were supposed to be held over here. So after receiving the order, the health authorities are already in the campus, and the primary contacts and secondary contacts sample testing is going on presently in the campus. So situation is under control.
सध्या कितले तुमचे स्टुडंट्स आसा इंस्टिट्यूटान? अराउंड हाउ मेनी स्टुडंट्स आर देयर?
So आता आमच्याकडे around 2,800 students आसा campusan who are there since February, and students are still coming, reporting back to campus. So those are coming in batches, individual isolation जाता जेन्ना येता तेन्ना, आणि all students actually occupy individual rooms. So फक्त online classes जे चालू असलेले those also we have now converted into online mode.
सर केन्ना अशी तुमकां न्यूज कळ्ळी की स्टुडंट्स तुमचे 24 सुमार पॉझिटिव्ह जाल्या म्हणून? हाऊ वॉज, वेन डिड इट स्टार्ट एक्चुअली?
So it started about 2-3 days ago, and that's when we started to test the students as per our protocol. And yesterday that number reached to 24. So the strike rate is not that high if you compare it with the number of students present in the campus presently. And today we are hoping that the positive cases will not be there, because now whatever number of cases that we tested are over. So other students are not really primary and secondary contact, but those we are just thinking whoever must have come in contact with these students, we are getting them also tested.
So condition किती भुरग्यांचे सर आता जे पॉझिटिव्ह?
Out of 2,800 plus students, only 9 students are with single vaccination. Remaining all students are fully vaccinated. So आणि जितले बी आता केसेस मेळ्ळे पॉझिटिव्ह, they are all mild symptoms. आणि we have our own medical center team which reviews the individual students and the situation.
Kiran Borkar for Herald TV.
Aldana Public Health Centre is organising a COVID vaccination camp on 4th and 5th April for 14 to 18-year-olds and 12 to 14-year-olds. The registrations will begin from 9 a.m. onwards. Health Officer Dr. Preetham Naik has appealed to all parents to ensure all the children in the respective age groups to take their COVID vaccine dose. Those taking vaccine are also requested to carry the Aadhaar card and register their mobile number. Those children who are in the age group of 15 to 18 years will receive Covaxin on 4th April, while in the age group of 12 to 14 years will receive Cobavax.
Aldana Public Health Centre to hold a COVID-19 vaccination camp on April 4th and 5th for young children. Registration begins at 9 a.m. and vaccination will be till 12 p.m. Children aged 15 to 18 years will receive Covaxin. Children aged 12 to 14 will receive Cobavax.
केला आमच्या हांगा प्रायमरी हेल्थ सेंटर आल्दोनान कोवॅक्सिना सोमारा 4 तारखेर सगळी पेरंट्स तुमची भुरगीं किंवा तुमचे शेजारची तुमचे सोयऱ्या भितर इवन भुरग्यांक हांव अपील करता तुमी कोणें घेवंक ना कित्याक कितलेशेच भुरग्यांनी ऑलमोस्ट हांव म्हणटा 70% आतां घेतला आनी ती वॅक्सीन सेफ आसा हें प्रूव जालां आनी तुमी सगळ्यांनी आतां पळयलां की वॅक्सीन घेतिल्ले कारणान केसी कमी जाल्यो कॉम्प्लिकेशन कमी जाली हॉस्पिटलायजेशन कमी जालें डेथ कमी जालें सो डेफिनेटली हे वॅक्सिनाचो इफेक्ट आसा आतां कोणूय म्हाका आर्ग्यू करतलो वॅक्सीन घेवनूय कोवीड जाता ना म्हणना हांव जाता पूण कॉम्प्लिकेशन जायना न्ही हें म्हत्वाचें आनी आमचे कडेन दुसरो कांय उपाय ना आनी हे फ्री वॅक्सीन जे गव्हर्मेंट दिता ते कित्याक घेनासतना रावप आनी जाणट्यांनी सगळ्यांनी ऑलमोस्ट घेतला तेन्ना आतां भुरग्यां खातीरय फुडें सरा म्हणटकच सोमाराक कोवॅक्सिनाचो कॅम्प 9 ते 12 रजिस्ट्रेशन आनी मंगळारा वॅक्सिना खातीर कॅम्प जे 12 ते 14 वर्सां पिरायेच्या भुरग्यांक सो जी 2008 बर्थ जाल्यार 2009 बर्थ जाला तांचो आनी 2010 जांकां वॅक्सीन घेता त्या दिसा 14 वर्सां कंप्लीट जाय 14 वर्सां पिराय कंप्लीट आसूंक जाय जाल्यारच तांकां मेळटली म्हणजे 2010 नोव्हेंबरान जाल्ले भुरग्याक तुका आतां जावची ना नोव्हेंबरान जातली 14 वर्सां ताका मेळचें ना पूण हांव अपील करतां फुडें सरा आनी वॅक्सीन घेया ही वॅक्सिनां सेफ आसा इफेक्टीव आसा आनी ती हायर ऑथॉरिटी म्हणजे मिनिस्ट्री लेवलचेर ट्रायल बी जावनूच ती अशी कम्युनिटीक दिवपाक तांणी फुडें हें केलें म्हणजे दिवपाचें केल्या ओगीच कोणाक मनाक मारली म्हणून काडून ती वॅक्सीन घेवं ना अशें खूब रुमर्स हांव आयकता स्कुलांतल्यान ती बरी न्ही वॅक्सिनां दिवं नाका प्रेशरायज करता स्कुलान थोडे लोक तुमी स्कुलान दिवं नाका सो अशें करून कशें जातलें.
Story by Clinton D'Souza for Herald TV.
Doctors under the banner of IMA Goa protested the death of young gynecologist Dr. Archana Sharma in Rajasthan, who committed suicide after FIR was launched against her for the death of a woman post her delivery. IMA Goa alleged that political leaders were responsible for instigating the family to file the FIR. In a memorandum submitted to the DGP Goa, the doctors demanded that all existing laws and Supreme Court guidelines in matters of medical negligence be brought to the notice of police personnel.
The medical community is scared of handling serious cases after the latest incident where a young gynecologist committed suicide after an FIR was filed against her. Doctors say they need reassurance about their safety from police. Ask DGP to disseminate information to police regarding existing laws and Supreme Court guidelines in medical negligence.
We are all gathered here to protest the unfortunate death of Dr. Archana Sharma from Rajasthan by suicide because of mob violence instigated by politicians, extortion and filing of illegal FIR 302 for murder against her for a case which she tried to save, but which we all know in India, postpartum hemorrhage is one of the leading cause of maternal mortality.
The second reason why this incident has happened, or rather this doctor has lost her life, is because ignorant, violent, selfish policemen which have labeled her as murderer. I can never ever imagine any doctor can commit any offense like murder even in our wildest dream. The third reason I feel is the political leaders, for their financial and political reasons, have instigated a mob who have gathered outside a doctor's hospital and tried to humiliate her.
गोयचो मेडिकेअर एक्ट ऑफ 2013 विच इज IMA हेज तेन्ना स्ट्रेस करून आमी जेन्ना मिस्टर पर्रीकराची गव्हर्मेंट आशिल्ली तेन्ना आमी पास करून घेतिल्लो आनी ताजेर एक्चुअली सेक्शन 7 गव्हर्मेंट हेज टू अपॉइंट अ कमिटी लोकांक कितें त्रास आसा पयलीं त्या कमिटी कडेन वचा that committee will tell the police to file a case or not to case the negligence asa kai na the committee will decide you cannot go directly to the police station and complain hi maka ami आज CMang सांगता
you should not hype this in the local media or this because once sensitive news comes in the media people get they don't understand anything they say that whatever has come is the truth which is not the fact so my only request to all the media is please first learn or discuss with the or study the case and then report there is no harm in reporting but it should not be sensitized factual. It should not be hyped facts are to be reported.
Story by William Rodriguez for Herald TV.
The Worldlo Day festival was celebrated with great fervour by the locals of Narve village. The festival that takes place every 12 years witnessed devotees of various deities dressed up in colourful clothes to participate in the procession called Ramachi Gudi, while dancing to the beats of drums. People from neighbouring villages send in baskets of flowers to the Worldlo Dev, who is said to be in charge of the village. These flowers are used to decorate the temple.
Narve villagers celebrate Worldlo Day festival with great fervour after 12 years. People participate in a procession called Ramachi Gudi. Flowers from neighbouring villages are sent to Worldlo Dev, who is said to be in charge of the village.
हो आमचो हो कोकोदेव म्हणटा तो 12 वर्सांनी हांगासर आमी भायर काडटा तेन्ना हेच्या पयलीं 15 मार्च 2010 आमी भायर काडलेलो तेच्या प्रमाण आतां तेन्ना हे कोकोदेव कशें आसता 5 देवाचे जे पाटले आसता ते कळस जे आसता कळस आमी 5 देवाचे पाटले कणकेसून घेवन येता ते शांताराम पेंट करून थंयसर जो पाटला तो मदला ग्रामस्थ आनी गांवकार तेंचो मागीर खापऱ्याक उडलो राम मंदीर मुड्डे वयलो मागीर चावड्याचो हांगासलो खंयचो तळ्यांचो आनी सप्तकोटेश्वर पूण अंदू काही कारणाचो सप्तकोटेश्वर पाटलो हाडूंक ना तेन्ना 4 देवाचे पाटले येतले हांगासर तेन्ना ते पाटले मागीर कणके देवान दिता आनी थंयसर मागीर ते फुलां जी आसा ती फुलां मागीर गुडी आसा ती गुडीक घालता आनी ती गुडी मागीर ते सबंद गांवांसून चोर वाटेनसून ती व्हरता आनी म्हाज्याक मागीर भेट दिवपाक वयता आनी थंयसून परत वयरसून ते मागीर चावड्या थंयसून रिटर्न येता मागीर सकयल ते म्हणजे कशें जाता ते कळस म्हणजे ही परंपरा जी आसा फुलां म्हणजे त्या कळस ते फक्त रत्नाभरी जी फुलां आसता ती फुलांच फक्त कळसाक घालपाची आसता आनी आतसबाजी कसली तर हेजी कितें आमचे दारू काम म्हणजे हे रे फोक आणि फुलां हेजे आनी धोल घेवन नाचपाचें मागीर सगळ्यांनी नाचात तो कळस घेवन ते भेटी थंयसर येतले थंयसर
ओके टीचर क्वेश्चन सर
Shagun Gowde for Herald TV.
And that's all we have in today's news bulletin. Thanks for watching Herald TV News. For more news alerts, please follow us on Heraldo on Facebook and Twitter. Take care and goodbye.